Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Diamond Paints with Mike, and we have a right treat for you tonight in this first ever that I've ever done of a Christmas gingerbread latte. So yeah, this was the little set that came from the cocktail set at the range, and obviously it gives you the little recipe down here, and I think we ought to start it really. So we're going to start that here today. Now this cellophane is a nightmare to get off because for some reason they staple it at the back. So I have seen Lazy Retired Granny cut around it, but I'm just going to pull that off now. If you want to see what these look like, just pop over to Angela McCabe's channel. That's Haunting Going On with Angela's My Life, where she's done a little video to show that she's completed it. So, and they look really, really nice. So, as you can see, this is a nightmare to get off, and you don't need all this excess around the edge. I don't understand why they do this. It's very aggravating. So, you know, they need to sort this out. I don't know if there's a way you can tag them in the video. I mean, do they have a... I think it's done by the... I don't think it's done by Art Studio, but... obviously the range buy them in, but who do they buy them from? That's the problem. So I'm going to have to be very careful just to not dig this a bit, but I need to get under there to free that up. So yeah, this is a nightmare to work with. So just going to take all of that off. Right, so let's get going. So I think we'll start off with, and what's lovely about this is, although you've got some lettering there, I can place a tray there while I work on it. So we're going to start off with our first colours, the quick colours. So as you can see up here, we've got a 1 drill going band. So I'm going to use my snowflake pen, and we're going to get these all going band the edge here. And he's even got some eyes in the gingerbread man. So yeah, these have been on the bucket list to do, but I was having a long think a few days ago, and I'm thinking to myself that I'm gonna really, my goal for next year is to try to not spend as much on diamond paintings. I don't want to like keep spending, because there's just still like so much more to get through. I mean, even ones that are not Christmas, there's just tons. I've got all Sharon's lot to do. Remember that little Eeyore, and I've got these ones that I've got to get through. So there's just loads and loads to get through. So yeah. Okay, so that's looking quite nice, isn't it? Wow. Okay, so I think what we'll do is let's work on down here as well. There's a little bit just there to do, because the way I work these paintings is I do one colour at a time. I feel it's better like that. So that's the one done. So the next colour I think I'd like to work on this like greeny colour up here. So we've got 7H. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a minty colour. Oh wow, it's making you want a coffee, isn't it? It's one of the reasons why I have to get a coffee. You got to have a coffee when you do a coffee, you know. Oh, this is a gorgeous colour. Very, very nice. You know, that is bang on. That colour is fantastic. Did you start, have you started yours yet, Paul? I don't know if you got these. I know Angela did. Linda definitely won't, because it's not something that they have over there. This is like a range product, so as you can get them. I mean, Kathy was saying that she was starting her wreath painting yesterday, so yeah, I need to do stage 2's already done. It's just obviously I need to accommodate as many paintings as I can. So I still haven't got round. I was recording the Temu unboxing, and I haven't got round to kitting up the little elf dog yet. So I thought that, because I was having a think, and I thought, well, we haven't done these for, well, we haven't even made a start on them, so I thought, right, let's swap it. We'll do the elf dog tomorrow now, and we'll do this tonight instead. So this will form your 7:30 slot. I'm undecided yet about 9 o'clock, because it would have to be, I mean, if I keep the dog up by then I might, but as I say, I don't plan on doing the elf dog tonight, because obviously it takes so long to kit up, because you have to like label them all up. So this leaf is stunning, absolutely brilliant. What a gorgeous colour this is. Who's that? Diamond painting your turn. No, it's not the last haul for this year. What do you mean? It is for me, Yolanda. Yeah, I won't be doing any more, lovey. So, because obviously you got to remember, if you order now, I'm not going to get that till gone after Christmas. So it's a bit pointless doing any more. But I won't be going to the range now until probably the new year. I like Christmas, but I kind of want it out the way. I know we wait so long for it, but it's just most of my budget, you know, is all going on Christmas presents, you see. So where I would normally be using that for buying paintings, I'm having to use it to buy presents. And believe you me, I do not like buying gifts. I hate it. And I know that sounds really like awful, but I just don't like spending my money on family members. I don't know, I'm so used to like going to the shop and going, oh, I buy that and I buy that, and then when you've got to buy for other people, it's just like, I don't really want to do this. But you know you have to, you know, but I've still got to get a few bits. But it's just what can you do, you know? It's just don't really. But you know, once the new year comes, we don't have to spend out on presents anymore. So I have actually got a birthday coming up in February, but my brother's gone back to the game of, oh, let's not talk to Michael again. So yeah, he was quite offish with me one day, and it got my back up a bit, and I was like, well, if you're going to be like that, you know, don't talk to me anymore. And so, you know, he's not talking at the moment, which is fine, because I can't be wasting sleep over whether you talk or whether you don't talk, you know. And his birthday is obviously in February, because he was born on Valentine's of all days, and I won't be attending that. He went to the extent of not even getting me a birthday card on my birthday, and I know you shouldn't really give to receive, but I won't be getting him a card, because if he can't be bothered to get me a card, then I won't get him a card. It's as simple as that, you know, because as I say, my dad's brainwashed him so much that he does everything my dad does, or my dad says, even to the extent of like copying him on all the drinks he gets, you know. And what's really irritated me is, you know, that painting I said was in the loft, he won't even get it out, and I can't go up there because I don't own the key that goes up that. I don't what it is there's, on the landing there's a door, and that door leads into the bedroom, but then there's another door here that goes in there, but we've blocked that up, and he has the key that goes into that room that goes up the loft, and he keeps telling my mum, oh yeah, I'll go and get it, I'll go and get it, and really it's not, he's just lying to her all the time. Can't stand people that lie. Like, why lie? So yeah, I don't think I'll be getting that. So just as I say, I'll just have to, you know, buy it again, I suppose, but I don't know if it's going to be the same one. I don't understand, as I said, like, I don't understand why it was put in there. It should never have been put in there. So yeah, right, that's the 3 done. And surprise, surprise, we're getting bloody rain again. Oh my god. I'm sick to the sight of this poxy weather. Look at this. I mean, this is terrible. This is what it's like at the moment. Absolute nothing. Just rain, cloud, and this is what it's like day in, day out. Sick of it now. I really, really am. To be frank. So, yeah. Right, okay, what we're going to do now is do this H. This is a very depressing colour, as you can see. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, tonight's film, I feel like the last 3 days, all I've done is watch dog films. But I'm running out of... I've made the decision tonight will have to be Santa Buddies, and then after that we're going to have to, you know, bite your tongue and pay the poxy rental fee to watch The Christmas Miracle of Jonathan Toomey, because they still put that rental fee on, and I don't think that's going to come off. I think it will probably... Oh no, I don't think you just saw that bit, but I did all down here. But yeah, I don't think that fee's going to come off, so we'll probably end up having to pay for it, but I'll have to, you know, there's nothing I can do. I'll have to pay for it and then recover the funds back by Just Play vouchers. So yeah. Alexa, is it due to rain today?
It probably won't rain today. There's only a 49% chance at 3 p.m.
So frustrating, isn't it? Like day in, day out, rain, rain, rain. It's all you ever get. It does make me miserable, you know. I'm supposed to be happy and jolly, and I can't because of this crap weather that we get day in, day out. Because for me, as a YouTuber, it has a knock-on effect with my filming. I can't film when it's like this, you know, because I rely on natural daylight, and yeah, there might be a little bit, you know, coming through, but it's not as, you know, bright and stuff. So kind of glad I started this when I did, because we probably wouldn't have got around to this today. But yeah, that's what it's like every single day. We get like perhaps one odd day where it's like nice and blue, and then it goes back to the shit weather again. So yeah. Right, lovely. I think I'll have a splurge of my coffee. Oh, lovely. Now, I'm not really sure if I think I can dekit this, because I'm pretty damn sure is there 4 or 3 of these? Well, anyway, I'm sure they all come with their own separate drills, because some paintings I work on, especially like the card bundle set, you might finish a card with them colours, but then you need to keep the colours to use on the other card. But I think we can offload these because they all come separately. I think I'll have to watch the video back, but I'm sure they all had their individual packets of drills for each painting. So for example, this would be sealed up with their paintings, the other one with their paintings. But yeah, so this is quite a quick one to do, so we should get this finished in about 2 days, possibly 3 at the most. But what's everyone's New Year's resolutions? Have you all decided yet? I think mine would be to stop fast food altogether, stop buying so much on paintings, try to get the paintings done that I need to get done, and just really stop spending on more paintings. So yeah. I just spend so much money on like takeaways. It's just like, I've got a really bad relationship with takeaway. Like I tend to spend like every month or every week it's like 10 to 20 pounds, and it's just all that money I could like invest in diamond painting, and I'm just giving it to a fast food restaurant. But I really need to stop, because when I had my cholesterol reading thing, because I'm on blood pressure medication, that can cause, I think they said it's kidney issues, and it can it can cause blood vessel issues in your eyes and stuff, and they have to review it every now and then to make sure that it's not affecting the kidneys or the eyes and stuff like that. And when they did that, they also did like a cholesterol reading, and it's 3.5 out of 5, and apparently if that's 5, I could, you know, it could clog all my arteries up and stuff. So yeah, I think another how many resolutions can you have? Can you have 1 or 2? I think it's, I don't know. But I would definitely have to say, I say this every single year, no cakes, no chocolate, and every time I always end up eating it. I eat more junk than I do healthy. Okay, so yeah, as I say, I'm not liking this grey on this. I don't think it belongs on this painting. Right, let's have a look. We've got 7 next, which is a lot of green ivy stuff. Okay, that's quite a big colour. So yeah, let's start with this greeny stuff. Get some of that done. This is sort of like all the foliage around the edge here, so I think we'll start off up here. Actually no, I'll tell you what, we'll start over here. So yeah, so once we get this done, the only next thing that we need to do is make the drink, which according to this is apparently 50 ml of espresso, 1.8 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, and let me tell you, I love cinnamon. Cinnamon buns, oh my god, Tesco's do this fantastic cinnamon bun on the cake section, and you have this, oh, it's like a cinnamon bun with raisins, and you get the cinnamon flavouring, and then you get this lovely sort of jammy stuff in it. Oh my god, them buns are lovely. I used to always get one when I worked for catering. I do retail now, but every time, it was a hungry job. Like, boy, did it make you hungry. Like, and by the time I got out, I just needed like to eat, because obviously when you work you only get your lunch break. But when I worked for catering, I was on what's called a 4-hour shift, so the work was only ever 4 hours. It was like a part-time vacancy, and I would do another job in the evening to build like my wages up and stuff. And yeah, on that 4-hour shift you never got a lunch break, because it's only 4 hours. It's like with a break, you can't have a break if it's like for only 4 hours. So there was obviously another shift, but that shift was like where all the cooks would coming early to do all the cooking and stuff. So yeah, so it just made you so hungry and stuff. But yeah, their cinnamon is, oh, it's lovely cinnamon. Okay, and then we need 1/8 tablespoon of ground ginger, 1 pinch of ground nutmeg, 1 pinch of ground cloves, and then 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and 150 ml of milk. Now it's up to you with the milk. You could put semi-skimmed, full fat milk. I can't stand full fat. One day many years ago I had Rice Krispies and poured out the milk. A big lump of fat came out of it, like a big lump. Oh, it turned me off blue milk forever. I haven't had that milk in years. I hate full fat. It has to be semi-skimmed. I mean, even the texture of like blue milk is just, oh, just yeah, it's too thick. I find it very thick and lumpy, whereas semi-skimmed is nice and smooth. You don't have to worry about that horrible lumps in it. But red's, what's the red one? Is that skimmed? And then there's like an orange one, and I've seen a purple one as well. Like, I don't know what ones they are, but oh god, no, I could not have that. Semi-skimmed all the way. Semi-skimmed is the one with the green lid, but obviously different towns might do different colours. But I keep seeing this guy on TikTok, something to do with Graham's milk or something, with a yellow lid, and I need to try that because I've seen that in Sainsbury's, but you can easily miss it because what they do is they put it on a shelf above the milk. So where you would normally get your milk off the metal trolley things, the cages, there, that could be like the top of the trolley, and your milk's down here somewhere on the cage. But the milk that this Graham guy does is on a shelf up here, and yeah, I do need to try that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a go, see what it's like. And then I keep seeing these, are they called velvet makers or something? Apparently you're supposed to like put milk in this like tub, like this machine thing, and then you put like a chocolate bar in there, and apparently it's supposed to be like some sort of it's supposed to be like, it sort of like, you know, with a stirring mug, a self-stirring, you press the switch, you know, you're supposed to press that and it's supposed to make the hot chocolate and stuff. I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. But the other day I popped over to sort out what had come from Joy Buy, and I left a review because I ordered some kitchen roll, and that kitchen roll was, oh my god, like the state of it. It was basically wrapped up in shrink wrap. So no cardboard packaging, just wrapped up with shrink wrap with a label on it. So I left a bad review because it was a really like awful packaging. I mean, you couldn't even open it. It was so much tape on it, and then when you got into it, it cut through obviously half of the cellophane that's surrounding the tissue. So it was like shrink wrap with cellophane on. And apparently if you leave a bad review, they will give you a refund. I didn't ask for a refund. I just, you know, I will review it based on quality and stuff. And it was like all squashed and stuff. I'd never ever do kitchen roll with them again. I'll probably stick to Amazon for that one. But yeah, I didn't know that if you leave a bad review, they refund you for it. So, and they were like, next time just contact customer service. And I was like, I don't need to contact customer service. The review is based on, you know, the poor packaging. And it was awful, literally awful. Like, I've never known packaging like it. I can try and show you, I think, on here, because I did the reviews there. So let me just have a look on Joy Buy. Reviews in progress. No, where's my reviews? Yeah, this was terrible. Absolutely awful. So this was how it was packed, yeah. As you can see, it was all packed in shrink wrap, and then it got all squashed like an oval shape. So can you imagine like actually getting into that? Now, obviously when you get kitchen roll, it's in cellophane. So that was all in cellophane, and then they put all this like plastic shit around it, and trying to get into that without cutting the cellophane that's on the kitchen roll was terrible. I mean, I had to cut into the cellophane of the kitchen roll to get it off. Like, who in the world packs kitchen roll like that? Like, no care whatsoever, just wrap it up in shrink wrap. No, you know. So it seems to me they don't care about the way they pack things. However, other things were put in boxes, but something like that, I know obviously you're trying to cut down on packaging and stuff, but something like that, like, you need to use shrink wrap. So, you know, I was so annoyed. I mean, I managed to, after fighting with it for about 10 minutes, managed to get it out and try to put it back in its correct orientation, and I'm using it now. But seriously, like, I will never ever order I'll think my kitchen roll from Joy Buy again. And I've had nothing but problems with their DPD pickup location. Now, bearing in mind, right, this is what's called a quad locker, right? So let me just show you something, quad locker. Yeah. Now, on there, it clearly says, right, it clearly says DPD pickup and drop off station, right? Now, I've had nothing but problems with DPD because every time I did like a, where's DPD? Yeah, every time I did a pickup location, they refused it and took it back. I mean, look at this. I put, please deliver it to Morrison's Daily, which is our quad locker. It then said it was at the depot. Then it said your parcel is on the way to the pickup. Your parcel is at the depot. Your parcel is on the way back to Joybuy. So why say that it's, and then it says your parcel's on the way back to Joybuy. So why put up a pickup option there if they're not allowed, if they, you know, you can't deliver to it? It's so aggravating, and they've done that to me the last 3 times. So yeah, you send it to a pickup shop like the post office or stuff, and they deliver it fine. So frustrating. Like, so does that mean that it's only like a drop-off station then? Because then quad lockers also do raw mail, and they also do every, and when I've picked up parcels there, it's been fine. So it seems to me DPD are like drop-off only. You can't collect things from them. I think I had one successful one. Yeah, I had one successful drop-off one point, and yeah, I had literally one successful one, which was Sunday, December the 7th. But I don't know what they're playing at with this going out the depot, in the depot, out the depot, in the depot. And last night there was a program on Panorama, and I don't really watch that program, but what caught my attention was there was a program on there about every, and it was called something like Every Where's My Parcel, and it was on the program. So I do have I took a screenshot of it so that you guys can watch it if you want, but let me just check where I put that, because I put it into the yeah, it was, you definitely need to watch this because it's interesting, and it goes into like how bad they're paid and like their load and stuff. Yeah, here was it. It's called this, look. So my phone's playing up again as per usual. Just bear with me a minute. Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. It's it was on BBC One. I think that was BBC One. Yeah, BBC One, and it's called Every Where's My Parcel. It was very interesting to watch. They were going into like how like the toilets where this depot was, the toilets weren't even on site. The actual drivers had to drive off site to this like what looked like a porta cabin, and go to use the toilets there. They always had to like move cages on uneven flooring, and apparently small packets, if it's classed as like a small packet, the driver only gets like 30p. And then obviously the bigger the parcel, the bigger the payment. And then I think they said like the further the parcel has to go, that's how much they get. But oh my God, it was so fascinating. You know, and still to this day, I don't know how the hell they're in business. I mean, a lot of people will say, oh, I've never had a problem with every, but you know, some areas are fine, you know, they generally don't, but we have nothing but problems with every. All they do is chuck it over the fence. And apparently they did say on that program that if a customer reports in to say that, you know, when you get a delivery and there's a rating that comes up and you have to rate how well the courier was, if you keep clicking that it was a bad experience, that then goes to like one of their senior managers, and then they investigate why their drivers left it in that location, if you get me. So oh yeah, definitely worth a watch, because I think I was cooking dinner at the time, getting ready for EastEnders, and that's when it came up, and I thought, oh no, let's record it because I'm not going to have time to watch it now. But yeah, definitely worth a watch. I think you could probably get it up on the iPlayer if you've not obviously if you've missed it, but yeah, absolutely terrible. And then they were saying that a lot of the time drivers will take a photo of the parcel in their car and then say that it's been left and it's not left there. So yeah, it's, I don't, as I say, I firmly believe every needs to be abolished. They're a crap courier, they always will be, and you know, they cover up their name to cover their shit service. And I personally think that they need to go. Changing your company name is not going to cover up the fact that you're a crap courier. I have nothing but problems with Every, and it's got to the point now where I have to physically email, if I want, you know, to order something, I have to email the company to find out who they're shipping with, because some companies, they won't tell you who they ship with, and then you find out it's like Every. And yeah, I think I've had about 3 or 4 parcels lost with my Vinted customers. And there was this 2 ladies on there doing yarn. They had like a yarn business, and they said that apparently they lost so many parcels that they reverted back to Raw Mail, because they were with Raw Mail, but they moved to Every because they thought it would be cheap value, and they had nothing but problems with it. And they got like a lot of customers asking like, where's their order? And so they were saying that they reverted back to Raw Mail, and out of the whole year, Raw Mail only lost a few. Like, I just don't know how. I mean, they pay their drivers terrible. It's just really crap money. I mean, one driver on there, his name was Dave, and he was saying that he worked for them for about, I think it was 6 years or so, and apparently they had a flex contract or something, and that guaranteed like the you know, like national minimum wage, you get paid exactly the same hourly rate. Well, it was something like that, and then apparently they dropped it. So basically he was on this contract where he would be guaranteed the same pay rate for the whole of the contract, and then they dropped it, and he was like, I can't, you know, that's not going to be enough to pay everything, like bills, food, etc. And so he resigned. But yeah, I mean, that's awful, like 30p. And I think one driver on there was saying that they started at 7 in the morning, didn't finish till like 3, and they only got £33 for the whole day. £33. You know, absolutely awful. But yeah, so I love documentaries like that, you know. So, and then EastEnders last night, boy, was that a good one. So Anthony Truman is trying to find out whether he had a kid with Zoe, and he went to this hospital and got this file thing, and it turns out that Jasmine, who was going out with Oscar, it now turns out, and it's emerged, that Zoe is her mum. So that makes Anthony the dad. So yeah, because I've always wondered who Jasmine was, because obviously she just appeared on the square, and then it was like, well, what, like, who are you, sort of thing. And she began to sort of like get a job with Cindy's pub thing, and then she dated Oscar, and yeah, so I reckon we'll get to hear more of that tonight on BBC One. But they've been showing teasers for what's going to happen on Christmas Day at EastEnders. And also I've seen an advert, apparently I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here All-Star series is back next year. I think it's May or March, and that's filmed in South Africa. So to the best of my knowledge, that's not live. When they film in Australia, it's live, but with the All-Stars, it's like a pre-recorded, like, and basically it's all the winners from previous years that go there or something. I think the last series they did was with Fatima Whitbread. She was in it, but I don't know, I prefer the live version. And I do like the South African version, but you can't, you know, Australia is the home of that show, you know, it has to be. I used to watch it when it was in the castle, and it just didn't feel right. I felt like it didn't feel the same show because I'm so used to seeing it in the jungle, and obviously they had to do it in the castle back then because of COVID and stuff. But yeah, so and I'm very excited. The other day I found out what day the Masked Singer's back, 3rd of Jan apparently, so we've got some good shows coming up. Now I can't remember with the South African version of the jungle, I don't know how long that's on for. I don't think it's 3 weeks again. I can't even recall if they did any bush tucker trials there. I can't remember, but it must have been very hard for trying to think up of bush tucker trials when they did it in in the castle, because obviously they can't do like all the buggy in ones, but you never know, they might have. Wow, we have got quite a lot done. Very happy with this. I'm getting a bit dried, croaky here, so. Oh, lovely. Yeah, one thing I've asked for Christmas is I want a gift card. An Amazon gift card would suffice very nice. I would love to have a gift card. Because I think gift cards are great, isn't it? Because you can just spend on what you want. And there's this new one called One for All, and you can spend it in any shop. But oh my god, last night, oh my god, so happy. So the other night I couldn't sleep very well because my insomnia is playing up big time at the moment, and it got to about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, oh my god, like quickly check Octopus to see whether they had a free drink, and I was so happy I managed to get one, because with Octopus it's first come first serve. So if you go on there and someone snapped the code up, you can't get one. But yeah, look at that, I managed to get one at last. So as I say, it is first come first served. As you can see, it says subject to availability. So yeah, I think I had probably my first one in about 2 months, because half the time I just forget to go on there and check to see if they've got one. So but yeah, it was really good because I got my free sausage and then I got my free drink, and I went for the gingerbread latte and the cream and the sprinkle. Oh my god, their cream is delicious. And I've got a confession, Kathy. I'm really, really sorry to announce. I'm just going to go and grab it. I'm really sorry, Kathy. You're going to kill me. Let me go and get it. This is for Kathy. Okay, so Kathy, I'm really sorry. I've already checked with Linda and she can't stand it. Was it Linda? Someone said they don't like gatto. I can't remember who it was, but I couldn't resist. I had to get it. It was looking at me, look, Black Forest gatto from Iceland. And look, oh, just look at all of that juiciness. But what really interested me was, it was so, let me put this back before it defrosts, because I don't want this yet. So I need to put it back in the freezer. But yeah, I couldn't understand this. So there I go. Went to Morrison's to pick up some more coffees. And then on the way back, I thought I'll get this gatto. And the snowman appears to have gone. The Jingle Bell one has gone. You know, that bauble one. And I don't think I've ever tried Black Forest gatto, but it just the word Black Forest just sounds so lovely. But I couldn't understand this. So I originally thought it was going to cost £4. So I went in there and they had put it on half price, but there was two exactly the same. But I think one had like a biscuit base, and then the other one had like a proper cake base, but they were both priced at the same. And I thought, well, what's the difference? You know, they both look the same. So yeah, I was super happy. It only cost me like £2.30. Sorry, £2.50, and I think originally it was £4.50. So yeah, they must be trying to clear it, because obviously Christmas is, obviously they don't want to be lumbered with all these different Christmas desserts, so they'll try and knock them down a bit. But yeah, that's quite a good portion, 10, you know, slices for that. And I showed my sister. Oh yeah, it was my sister that didn't like it, because I showed a picture of it and she was like, oh no, not for me. And she'll go, and she said, like, save it for Christmas. But the problem is, the more I go in the freezer and see it, the more I want it. And I was going to have it last night, but I just, because it was like came out the freezer at Iceland's, I just thought, no, that's going to take too long to thaw out. So kind of wanted it today, but I'm trying to save it for, you know, the weekend, because weekends is normally when I have roast dinners, and if I have a roast dinner, that would make just the perfect dessert. So yeah, get that while you can if you like Black Forest desserts. But yeah, Kathy's gonna kill me because she knows that I shouldn't be eating cakes. But do you get it? Do you guys get that over there? Yeah, I'm so happy we started this. Because do you remember we got these, what, October was it? If someone could like let me know when I got them, it would make my job a lot more easier, because I don't know what unboxing that's in, because they're all names like the range. I always name them the range unboxing, so that would take me ages to find, but I'm sure, I think it was October. I can't see me getting these in November. Well, it may have been. No, I'll tell you when it was. It was November, because we went for that birthday meal and we popped in there. So it must have been some point in November. But what else have we got? We've got gingerbread, we've got mule wine, we've got eggnog. What was the other one? Do you know, I think these only came in a pack of 3. But I'm sure Paula said she got these, because she left a comment last night to say that she's not started her wreath yet. So I'm sure I saw these on your channel, Paula. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not perfect, and I do get things wrong, so... Oh, at least we've got through some more trays. My windowsill is looking much more... Well, it's getting there. I'll show you what it looks like at the moment. It's like a big tip. Welcome to the queue of paintings waiting to be done. I know you're going to be screaming at me, but yeah, this is what it looks like at the moment. There's stuff, like all these are kits that I kept up waiting to be done. That's why I always say, can you send me more trays? Because with me, I have to keep the painting up, otherwise I won't do it. Like, so that shelf is just perfect. But we have got a bit, you know, more cleared. There's a hole sort of forming, so hopefully we can get some more done. But yeah, this is the problem with me. I have no storage, so I've got no storage, guys. I'm afraid it's just more paintings. Do you know, I've never known there to be so many jewels kitted up at any one time, but it's just, we've got so much to get through, and every time I de-kit them, I get more to do and more, and right, as much as I love doing that, people, I'm gonna have to leave that there, because the video's already at near enough 57 minutes, so just gonna check this, because as I say, this has to go on a specific way, because it will pour like fuck. If you put this on the wrong way, it will pour very, very badly. So, and you need to be careful as well, because a painting I did that to the other day, as you can see all that like this like sticky stuff, that's where I put it on the wrong way and it's pulled all the glue off. Now, just as I say, you need to be careful. Just as I would put a little bit of washi tape like that, and then you know that that's the right side. So, but yeah, I don't really understand why it does that. I mean, you know, you would think both sides wouldn't cause an issue, but it does. But yeah, so what are we thinking about this? It's very sort of like foliage vibe, isn't it? Got quite a lot done there. I'm very happy with the progress there. And as I say, I think another couple of days or so and that'll be done. So we'll crack on with that again tomorrow. And then I think what I'll do is probably catch up with some programs now that I recorded and have a bite to eat, and then after that I'll start getting this gorgeous little puppy done. Oh, so cute. But anyway, thank you for watching. As I say, you can get these from the what the hell? I'm attached with cotton here. Look, it's Henry again. But yeah, Henry's Angela's spirit friend, but he plays tricks, so tends to like keep moving things. She actually had, I think it was glasses one day, and someone moved them. One of her spirits moved them. So anyway, but yeah, that's what we'll do. I don't know if there'll be a video this evening, because I've got a kit up, and it is quite time consuming. But anyway, as I say, these are from the range. Please remember to like, share, subscribe on the way out, and I will see you tomorrow for more Christmas diamond painting fun. Bye bye for now.